Now.
Hello, people. Hello, I'm leaving now.
Oh, are you?
No, you are not.
Y'all, we've got the sillies this morning. How are you?
Hi.
In your homes.
Hi.
I don't know if you could tell earlier, but Huck and Fable were trying to yell as loud as possible, hoping that they could break through the barrier and you could hear them. Good morning. Oh, we're looking at ourselves down there. Hi. Happy to see you this morning. Hope you're all doing well. We're happy to be with you this morning. We're going to have a time of song and meditation and a little spiritual nugget and just be together. Huck and Fable are going to do a reading for you. And we're just glad to be together on this beautiful November Sunday. And these goofballs are just going to keep doing their thing. All right. We're glad to be here with you. We love you. Okay. All right. You want to...
These shy children that we've raised to be so unsure when they speak to their community. They're just not sure if they'll be accepted and loved for exactly who they are in that moment. Whew. When all your hopes are shattered and you feel like your soul is a sea, your dreams don't seem to matter, your heart is bruised and battered, you can't feel anything. Love anyway, love anyway. When the world has gone to hell, no story left to tell. Love anyway.
'Cause I could be a lone lost pilgrim, build my home on fragile faith. I've been the victim and the villain, still a father to my children, owner of a heart that's slow to change. Love anyway, love anyway. When your world has gone to hell, no story left to tell. Love anyway. Broken promises, truth and consequence, pride and tenderness, all those failed attempts, joy and happiness, joy and happiness, joy and happiness. Love anyway. Love anyway. Love anyway. When your world has gone to hell, no story left to tell. Love anyway. When your world has gone to hell, no story left to tell. Love anyway. Welcome. We're missing our third Matthew. He was supposed to be away for the weekend. Our third person, our third member of the band.
Who are our
third
first
Matthew.
two Matthews?
Well, in quarantine, we've just gone through them. I mean, you know. Our third band member, Matthew, had a little staycation and then arrived back. He's actually here, sitting in a chair
He's just over there.
So wherever you are, whether you're just sitting slightly off camera or out in our backyard, please don't be sitting just in our backyard. Just let us know before you kind of come in here. But wherever you are, you're welcome here in this space this morning. Exactly as you are. We love you for who you are. We cherish and celebrate you for who you are, and you are allowed to just be and be who you are in this space. So we love you being in the comments and chattering away and talking. So let's sing one more song.
Oh, gather up the brokenness and bring it to me now. The fragrance of those promises you never did to vow. All the splinters that you carry, the cross you left behind. Come healing all the body, come healing all the mind. And let the heavens hear the penitential hymn. Come healing all the spirit, come healing all the limb.
Behold the gates of mercy in arbitrary space. None of us deserving of the cruelty or the grace of solitude of longing where love has been confined. Come healing of the body, come healing of the mind. Oh, see the darkness yielding that tore the light apart. Come healing of the reason, come healing of the
Heart.
troubled dust concealing an undivided love.
The heart beneath is teaching to the broken heart above. Let the heavens falter, and let the earth proclaim. Come healing of the altar, come healing of the name. So longing of the branches to lift the little bud. Oh, longing of the arteries to purify the blood. Oh, and let the heavens hear it, the penitential hymn. Come healing of the spirit, come healing of the limb. Oh, let the heavens hear it, the penitential hymn. Come healing of the spirit, come healing of the limb.
You.
What's your favorite emoji?
The pineapple.
Hi.
My son Jay would say potato.
Good morning. These chairs do spin so just of their own Honda Accord. I can't just sit. It moves. It's moving me. I'm being moved. Hi, good morning.
Hi.
Nothing. Oh, I don't want to touch that. Whatever.
What?
I accidentally put my name up there. This is the time in our virtual service, get that away, where we call this collective conversation. And that's because we want to have a conversation with you, the collective. And so we draw these questions randomly from this thing called Pod Decks. It's not going to focus on it because it sees our eyeballs and it prefers eyeballs.
Yes.
Close your eyes. Are we doing it? I'm doing it. Did it work?
Hey,
Irregardless.
will you do that thing again, Karen, where when the YouTubers respond, we put those up on the screen? The only way to see our YouTube comments come through is if Karen pops them up on the screen for everybody. So if you're on YouTube, we love you. Hi, we're so glad you're here. And the people watching on Facebook can't see you, and you can't see the people watching on Facebook. So we're trying to bring those two groups together.
Yeah.
I wish the technology was better and we could all just see each other and hang out, but it's not. But we do have the ability to throw the YouTube comments on the screen so that people at Facebook can see it. Awesome. Thanks, Karen. So we are all here together, even if we're on different platforms. All right. We pull a random card out of this box, And last week they were all about death. So let's try to have something more lively
It was
this week.
so
Weird.
dead focused.
Sometimes they're really weird, and I always reserve the right to throw the cards and not do them. Let's see what this one says. If you had someone following you around all the time, well, that would be creepy. What would you have them do? Make me coffee. Like Logan bringing the coffee cart for Rory.
I like that you went slightly British there. Slightly, like, you're like, why not?
For Rory. Rory.
If you had someone follow around, what would you have them do?
Around all the time. What would you have? I would have them stop following me around all the time.
So Karen said she'd have them stop following her around all the time.
Clean. Oh, clean. Yeah. Mercy, I'm with you. Clean.
Keep me hydrated. Just occasionally, like, here's some water, here's some water.
That would just be, all those things would just be annoying, though.
Yeah,
Even
I
the
don't want
helpful
someone
ones. Like,
following.
yeah, no.
It's annoying to you when someone offers unsolicited help?
Yes. Well, okay.
It's the story of our life. Yeah, great. Lisa
You made
says,
it weird.
Lisa
You
says,
made
cook.
it weird.
Amanda says, read to me.
Cut fresh pineapples. So
Yeah, we got
it's
more.
always available.
Kristen Zim says, clean house. Nan says, sing my favorite songs. Nan, I could do that. I pretty much do that.
Oh, and Sammy said, sing me show tunes. That went with what was happening at the given moment.
Yes.
I live with that. I
Make-
have someone who follows me around all the time
I
and
will make
sings
your
show
life
tunes.
a musical.
Colby doesn't live at our house.
That's true, I think.
Probably should, you guys. It'd probably be safer for everyone.
Well, I like to think
Just
I
kidding.
was, yeah, thank you. Maybe for the first few months we were married, and then it just probably got old, and then 17 years later. So I just don't have a good threshold for when to shut it off, is the thing.
Learn to dance with me so I can have a quarantine partner to dance with. I like it. Cute.
Listen to me talk, says Susan.
Yeah. Wesley
Well
would like
said.
them to give her In-N-Out sushi and cupcakes, etc.
In-N-Out, sushi, cupcakes, etc.
I
give me my
vote
favorite
Wesley.
foods.
I vote to do the same thing. Protect me from interruptions. Alyssa, what do you mean by that?
Like a bodyguard, like blocking
A
people.
bodyguard to block
Yeah.
interruptions.
So if somebody wants to come
That
try
is
to
such
talk
a
to you,
five thing to
they
say.
just cut them off.
I'm into that though. Like, if
That's
someone
kinda
wants to
cool.
Intercept people for me. That's great.
Oh man.
Man, I don't even know how to answer this question,
Yeah.
but I'm glad other people do.
Help me learn Spanish. I like that, Sarah Dawn.
Did you see this comment? Can we put it on the screen from Nan?
Yes. Put Nan's comment on the screen, please.
Someone's feeling insecure.
Saying that I'm very lucky. I am very lucky.
And I am very obnoxious. There is a both and here, and I'm not above naming it. I'm not
All
above
right,
naming it.
let's do one more.
This chair needs to stop spinning. I'm gonna
Ooh,
throw it.
This is challenge this morning.
Ugh.
Not everybody's gonna like this. 99% of you are going to loathe this, and you're gonna do it anyway. Okay?
What's 99% of 46?
We are moving from just
45?
collective conversation to spiritual practice right now.
This
Okay,
is
my
healthy.
friends?
This is healthy. Deep breath in.
Deep breath in. What is your favorite body part
Oh no.
of your own self? It says right here about yourself. What's your favorite of your own body part? Go.
Does hair count?
Spiritual practice. Spiritual
that
practice.
a part of body?
Embodiment, my friends.
I would say my hair. I've been fortunate to keep it this
Yeah,
long,
of course that counts.
and it's got good consistency, shape, texture. I like my hairs.
Nice. My legs are my favorite body part. They make me feel strong and grounded. And speaking of spirituality, they help me like feel connected to the earth. And I thought that was weird.
Yeah, you
for
don't
a
like to
long
wear
time.
shoes a lot.
Yeah, all my life I've been connected to spirit and whatever you want to call it through my feet touching the ground, through my legs, and through the strength that I feel there and touching the earth. And I always thought that was weird until I started doing somatic spiritual practice in the Enneagram with the narrative Enneagram, doing some training and becoming certified with that. And they taught me that, no, it's like totally normal, especially for a heart type that needs to move to their body to experience spirituality through your legs touching the earth. It's totally just a thing. Anyway,
I love that. Thanks for sharing.
what else?
We've got Matthew Blake Lovegood, the third Matthew, very into my calves. You have great calves, Matthew. I affirm that as well. Lisa, my eyes. Shauna, my smile. Wesley says, my eyes, so I can see everything.
Yeah.
Followed awkwardly by, and I'm watching you. Wesley, you're funny.
Wesley, you're
I like
just the
you.
best.
I miss you.
I wish you were here. Do you want to come on sometime? I'm inviting you
Oh,
in front
yeah.
of everyone.
Yeah,
But
it's
no
a
one
great
can
idea.
see you, so you're not being put on the spot, actually. You can react however you need to.
Bill Pitts says, my bald head. Thanks for sharing, Bill. Sammy, also my smile. Paul Lee, my smile.
These are great, you guys. Good job.
These are great. Do you want to read some? Because
Yeah. Did you
great.
do freckles? Freckles
No.
isn't a body part, but my freckles is. It totally is. It's
Yeah.
part of your body.
Who said freckles, though?
Amanda Wallace
Oh,
said, I
right
was
on.
ashamed of them for 40-ish years. I'm newly into them. That's my favorite thing. See? Spiritual practice. Also, someone up here said, my hands and knees in a spiritual way. Yes, that's right, Melissa, in a spiritual way.
I like Laura Shepard's answer.
I was just going to read
Okay.
that one. My right hand, because it's the part that makes me an artist and basically does anything else functional. I love it. And I love your art, too.
Mm-hmm.
You're amazing. Eyes and lips for Jazz. Hi, Jazz. How's Vermont? What did Tito say? I missed it.
It was my appendix until I had it removed.
Oh, my gosh.
That's
Tito,
funny.
you're hilarious.
Tito says it was my appendix until I had it removed. Lolgic, probably my eyes.
Y'all are cracking me up. Another, my hair from Lauren. Oh, and Karen, you're with Amanda on the freckles?
100%.
Thanks. Yeah, people who have them don't like them, and I think they're one of the best features on a human being. Yeah, long time. I love it. Okay,
Are freckles
this
and
is
moles
great.
the same thing?
Nope. Very different.
The room was a quick affirmative on that. No.
I've got both.
So nobody said moles was their favorite part. That's probably best.
I don't mind those either.
I like my mole. I have one on my stomach that I think is lovely. In fact, it makes me like my stomach. Second favorite body part. All right. Anyway, love y'all. Love your bodies today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you. That was beautiful. All right. We're going to move now back to another song, which is just a reminder. You can always go to, oh, can't see that. You can always go to sojourngrace.com/virtual to get the lyrics for all the songs that we do, and we will. Back.
I like having the question typing job. I feel like I've got to run from place to place. It gives me a sense of urgency on Sunday mornings. It's nice. I wish my heart was a hammer. I'd put you back together, but it's just a heart like yours. And if my hands were a paddle, I'd pull you through this trouble. They're just hands like yours. Here's what these hands can do. Be here to hold you. And when you lose your way, here's what my heart would say. Love comes back and love comes back and love comes back around. When words are a rainstorm, the lightning crash, the thunder roll, but they're just words like yours. And when that storm is through, new words will find you. And what those words will say, you're gonna be okay. Love comes back and love comes back and love comes back around. Love comes back and love
could see the me that you know they're just eyes
like mine.
Love comes back and love comes back and love comes back around. Love comes back and 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 love comes back around.
Oh boy.
Hold on. It's okay. You're all twisted.
Technology.
So fun, isn't it?
No.
Okay.
Okay, now it's on.
Let's got it.
Hope is waking up to the sound of birds chirping in the morning. Hope sits in the trees waiting to greet us every day. Hope stirs within us when we least expect it. And lives inside of us even when we don't feel it. Hope hangs on tight when we give up. And calls us back to life in every moment. Hope is the beauty you notice when you take the time to really look. Hope is the invitation to keep going. And hope is what we all have in common. It's how we know that we are one. And so may you feel hope rising up inside of you today as we gather. And may you hold on to hope until we meet again. Bye.
Amen.
That's us? Okay.
Beautiful love with arms of a mother holding her daughter and guiding her son. Beautiful love with strength of a woman birthing her children, bearing their pain. Every breath that you breathe, every song that you sing, strong and gentle, wild and control. Every move makes a sound. Every tear feeds the ground. Strong and gentle, beautiful love. Beautiful love with eyes full of comfort and hands that have nurtured. Your house is our home. Beautiful love, dressed in all wisdom, all God and all human, all light and all love. Every breath that you breathe, every song that you sing, strong and gentle, wild and control. Every
sand. Every tear feeds the ground. Strong and gentle, beautiful,
Beautiful with arms of a mother holding her daughter and guiding her son.
Sorry. You know what can be hard? Growing up, evolving, transforming, and then having to deal with family and friends. You know the deal. You start waking up to parts of life that you'd previously been sleeping through. Your consciousness expands to include more people and more ideas and more ways of seeing things. And you refuse to be pulled backward into the dualism from which you came. Your heart and your vision and your soul expands and it opens up, which is all wonderful and beautiful and life-giving for you, but also at the same time can be threatening and scary and off-putting for some of the people around you, especially family members and friends who've known you a very long time. Your growth, as it turns out, can trigger latent insecurities and fears in others. I'm going to bet that many of us right now are feeling some angst and tension in our life, not just because of this third wave of the pandemic or the continued shenanigans coming out of the White House, but because both of those events might exacerbate some of the already strenuous relationships in our life. There's a story in the Gospel of Mark where Jesus returns back after having left for a while, returns back home after having done some public ministry and growing a bit of a following. He goes back to where he grew up and he offers to give the lesson in his hometown. Excitedly, those who knew him all of his life and watched him grow up, they pack into the house to hear him, to hear their Jesus, their hometown hero. But then he started sharing. And, well, upon hearing his newfangled ideas about mercy being more important than sacrifice, and the impossibility of rich people entering the kingdom of heaven, and the importance of loving your enemy and blessing those who curse you, they turn and mutter to each other, "Wait a minute, who does he think he is? This is Jesus, the son of that carpenter, and Mary, the brother of, old so-and-so. We know this guy. And now he's got all these ideas and he's teaching us as though he thinks he has authority. He thinks he knows more than us, doesn't he? If this were in New England, they might say, 'You think you're better than me?' That was a really bad New England accent, but I just had to go with it. So in this story, the word that Mark in his gospel uses to describe their reaction is the Greek word skandalizao, which was a verb that meant you caused someone to stumble. The image I get is someone who's walked a path 1,000 times. They know every bump, every rock, every route. They've spent their whole life walking that path. And then someone comes along who used to walk the path with them as well, and one day says, "Wait, what's that little trail over there?" Or, "Wow, look up, have you ever seen that tree? I've never noticed that before." And the individual who'd grown so accustomed to the landscape that it was second nature, suddenly, simply by being asked to look this way or notice over there, it causes them to trip, to stumble, to lose their balance for a moment. This is what happened when Jesus came back home that afternoon to share with his family and friends what he discovered about God and humanity and what it was like in their situation to be under the boot of Rome on one hand while being yoked with the hyper-legalism of the Pharisees on the other. But his new ideas, and even more so his empowered voice where he spoke from the depth of his own knowing, his own truth, it scandalizoed the people in his hometown. One translation says that they were repulsed by him, which caused them to fall. Sometimes when we live and act from an empowered place, especially after shedding some of our previous ways of thinking, we inadvertently activate the lesser angels in those who knew us as we once were. Sometimes we cause people to trip and fall simply because we've decided to take this path over here. And as they crane their neck to watch us disappear around the bend, they slam into a boulder and then blame us for their headache. Jesus, feeling the bitter disappointment of his hometown and picking up on their resentment of who he'd become, said the following words: "Prophets are honored everywhere, except in their own hometowns, among their relatives, and in their own households." I ask you, have truer words ever been spoken? Why does it always seem that your relatives, your family members, are often the last people to come around? Your growth has messed up the predictable patterns and the familiar familial systems. If it's any consolation, know that Jesus also had to deal with this. And I think for that reason I love this story, but maybe my favorite part is the very next line where Mark, who's writing this story down, adds these words. "And Jesus was unable to do any miracles there, except that he placed his hands on a few sick people and healed them." Unable to do any miracles except for the few times that he did this over here and that over there. Other than that, couldn't do any miracles. And if that's not the perfect description of what it can be like to travel back home for the holidays, for instance, or be in a group text thread with your family, or engaging on Facebook with high school friends who never left their hometown, I don't know what is. Look, you can't make miracles happen. You can't snap your fingers and convert your uncle to be anti-racist. You can't click your heels and convince your grandma to burn her MAGA hats. You can't wish really hard that suddenly your siblings will accept you as you are or stop judging you. Miracles in your hometown? Pfft, good luck with that. But maybe you can do a little something here. Maybe you can sprinkle a tad bit of positivity there. Maybe just a small dash of hope over here. Just inject a portion of love and compassion into an otherwise hostile and unfriendly place. Miracles? No. But moments? Maybe. Maybe. It's a comfort to me to know that even Jesus got side-eyed over the dinner table. And whatever the first century equivalent to being unfollowed on Instagram would be, there wasn't much more that he could do about it than you or I. So if the best we can do when we have those situations where our family or old friends who see the world very differently from we do and who really struggle to understand that we've taken a different path, if the best we can do is place a few hands on just a few sick people and just sprinkle a dash of hope there or a piece of peace over here, then friends, we're doing about as well as God did that one time he tried being a human and dealing with family. Amen.
That's what really has our attention.
Now's the time. I'm just getting filled in on the comment section. Yes, I've got glasses
He has all
on
these
today.
deep thoughts, and we're all like, "But your glasses, really great."
I'm fine with that. Now's the
Oh,
time.
do we have communion elements?
We don't have we don't have communion elements. Yes, there's perfect. And that mug. We do communion here at
This mug
Sojourn.
that
Yeah,
you've
that
been
mug's
drinking out
fine.
of?
Yeah. I have been drinking out of that.
Okay.
We do communion at Sojourn every Sunday. When we first started the virtual church here, we weren't doing it. I think in part we just weren't really sure how that would work, and we missed so much being in person that it felt just, I don't know, odd to do it. But then we did do communion once, and people liked it.
People asked for it.
They asked for it, and so we thought, you know what, this makes sense. This is good to do this thing that helps hold us together even when we're apart. And so, would you take whatever you have this morning as your bread and your cup? For our bread, we have homemade lemon bars, thanks to the folk here at the Oasis, and some coffee. And
Mine's warm. Yours is cold.
as we said a couple weeks ago, the elements, what they are, don't matter. This isn't a thing where the ritual has to be all lined up in these exact ways, but part of the beauty of how we practice communion is that we're sort of resisting this idea that it has to be a certain way and a certain people. And instead, these are just tangible, everyday things to remind us of God's presence.
So we'll start with the bread or body for us. As we said, is lemon bar. What?
No, it did not.
And go ahead and share what you have in the comments. And take and know that you belong and you are loved.
Thank you. Kate always gets really choked up around lemon bars.
Sorry.
And now take what you have as your cup. And this morning, may you take it as a reminder that just as we need constant nourishment, we can't go long without water. We need constant nourishment. I think likewise, we were not meant to live long without love. And I know that being apart in this quarantine time makes that really hard for many of us. And I want you to know that I see you, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry for how lonely this must be. And if in any way we can find some connection through this, it's not nothing. So this morning as you take, I just want you to know that I love you. And I see you. And I'm thinking about you. Take.
Pop-Tarts and peach champagne. Wow, you guys have leveled up.
Every day we go to war again. We assume we know so much more than them before we hear what they have to say. Headline breaks, we start to hate again, calling them names again. Oh, we give our peace away. 'Cause I hope they see it, 'cause I wanna see it. I hope we believe it, 'cause I wanna see the love all around you, all around you. 'Cause I wanna know that love, it's all around you, it's all around you. Day by day, hope fades away and then We know that there is pain within we cannot medicate. Learn to feel, learn to begin again. Open our eyes again to see our neighbor's pain. 'Cause I hope they see it, 'cause I wanna see it. I hope we believe it, 'cause I wanna see the love all around you, all around you. I wanna know that love all around you, it's all around you. See how it lights you up, it lights you up. See how it lights you up, it lights you up. See how it lights you up, it lights you up. 'Cause I wanna see the love all around you, all around you. I wanna know that love is all around you, it's all around you. 'Cause I wanna see the love, it's all around you, it's all around you. Oh, I wanna know that love, it's all around you, it's all around you, and all around you, it's all around you.
And that love was all around you in your sinuses and your that powdered sugar love was just all up.
Oh my goodness, you guys. I need to go home and use my neti pot. Anyway, it's that time in our service when we do house notes.
House notes.
Yay! And for today's house notes, we want to remind you that this exists, Colby says. The Facebook group, join us at sojournsanctuary.com. It is completely private, so no one that's not in the group can see anything that goes on there, so that we can all share our deepest, darkest, and that happens a lot. But it is findable, searchable, and you can also just go to sojournsanctuary.com or search Facebook for that, and then you just request to join and let us know where you're at, and if you consider Sojourn part of your faith community, or to be your faith community, join us, and that's where we connect with each other online in a deeper way, get to know each other better.
Cool. And then the other house note that I wanted to say, that's right. So it has to do with that. So some of you have only known us since Virtual Church. Special hi, hello to you. We see
Hello.
you. But one of the things that one of our, Sojourn rituals that we do when we met in person is
Thanks to Evelyn.
thanks to
Hi,
Evelyn, way
Evelyn.
back in the house church days, is that
My living room.
yeah, right? We started to, instead of refer to this as like announcements, which is just so churchy, because we met in our living room for the first 6 months of a church, we called them house notes.
Oh, I get it. We called it house notes because we were in our house.
We were in our house, and it just sort of stuck with us as we moved to a school and then moved to the Lutheran church. And so Evelyn in our church started to do this thing where they would echo back. So when we say house notes, then the whole church would respond back with that. And so that's just kind of how we do. But obviously in virtual world, it's just not quite the same. Although thank you to the back row that always is so
Can you say joy box?
vigilant. We're not ready for that yet. But here's what I thought we could do: is would
Karen,
would
I
you,
cannot.
if you would like to do,
Just for fun, that doesn't exist.
There is no joy in any boxes.
okay, so what I'd like you to do, and this is for anybody who's watching, I'd like you to take a video of yourself and film yourself just saying into your camera, house notes, and you got to do the
You have
little
to do it like
swoop
that.
it up
Yeah,
like
you gotta
that.
go,
It's
"House
gotta go
notes."
up, and I'm gonna then take everybody's and compile them into one frame of just imagine massive Brady Bunch style, so that we have a little like 2-second clip because we want to see your faces and we want to go back to the days when we could say house
Have all
notes.
these
I'm
rituals.
so happy.
So, all right, isn't that a great idea?
So good.
But I need you all to do it. So anytime you want, just take a little
And that's
video.
not just people who remember it because they've been in person. All
Yeah,
y'all
yeah, yeah.
who just joined us,
All the
please be
Virch
part of it.
peeps.
The whole point is we want you to now be part of it. So
Yes.
everybody join, everybody make a video. Where
Make
do
a
they
video.
send that
Just
again?
send it to me at colby@sojourngrace.com. If you forget what that email address is, just go to our website, sojourngrace.com. And
We should do a reminder post in the sanctuary this week about it.
that's a good idea. So send me that video. So I'm going to put all that together, and we'll have that to enjoy on Sunday mornings. All right, thank you. That concludes that portion of our service. Now,
Wait, we have a house note.
oh,
Can you invite them to our wedding?
no, but you can.
Well, I don't have a microphone.
Okay, I guess I can. Kate and I can. So these two lovebirds behind
I
us
don't know if I can.
are going to get married on Tuesday. And you are invited.
Everyone's invited.
Not IRL obs, but you are invited to tune in because we're going to live stream the crap out of this wedding. And it's going to be so much fun. So it's Tuesday night, this Tuesday, literally in about 48 hours from now.
Oh my God.
So to speak, maybe like 50 hours.
5 p.m. Pacific. Are we
5
Pacific or Pacific?
5
I'm
p.m.
bad at time zones, you guys.
And how can they find this live stream?
Yeah, how do we get to it?
Well,
how do
we
they
don't
get
know
to it?
exactly yet, but we'll share it in the sanctuary. We'll share it in the sanctuary. Maybe we'll share it to the Sojo page. We'll make it findable.
There'll be a link.
Point is
you're invited.
get on Facebook at 4:55 by Tuesday
And
afternoon.
block out your time, yeah.
And you'll
5 p.m.
find it. Yeah, it's going to be hosted on Kate and mine's on the deck in our deck. Where's the,
The
deck?
deck in
On
our deck?
The outside portion of our
Come
house.
to the deck in our deck.
And everyone is invited to enjoy and participate and celebrate these two lovely
Get
souls
hitched.
behind us.
Tying the knot.
Type lit.
All right. Thank you for that additional note. Third Matthew, you good over there? Or do you want to come say hi? No, we're good. He's good. All right. Matthew the third. Not Matthew the third. The third Matthew.
You
That might
could
stick. I
yell
like that
the
one.
benediction.
Okay, we're now going to do our benediction, which is what we do at the end of every gathering, whether it's IRL or virtually. And this is the call to go forth into this week with bravery and kindness.
Be brave!
Because you're a child of God.
And be kind!
Because so is everyone else. Love ya. Have a good day. See you on Tuesday night.